In today's America, you can storm the Capitol and still book a flight to CPAC. But if you're a foreign student holding a Free Palestine sign, you might just get snatched off the street and deported. Let's talk about who's considered a threat and who somehow isn't. Right now, across the country, international students are being pulled from their campuses, detained by ICE, and in some cases, shipped off to immigration detention centers, all for participating in protests. Not riots, not insurrections, peaceful political protests. Let's start with Rumeysa Ozturk. She's a Fulbright scholar, top of her class, working on a PhD at Tufts. On March 25th, ICE showed up, masked and unannounced, and took her into custody. Her visa was revoked on the spot. No trial, no hearing, just gone. Her crime? Attending a protest critical of Israel's actions in Gaza. Then there's Yunseo Chung, a 21-year-old student at Columbia. She's a legal permanent resident. She held a sign at a campus protest, was arrested, and now she's fighting deportation in federal court. The Trump administration says her activism poses a foreign policy risk, as if expressing a viewpoint, on a college campus no less, is suddenly a national security threat. Over 300 students have had their visas revoked in just the past few months. Most of them aren't being accused of breaking any law. They're just being silenced and swept away. And it's not just ICE, it's coordinated. Homeland Security, the State Department. The message is loud and clear. Dissent will be punished, especially if you weren't born here. And yet, in this same country, we watch thousands of Americans storm the Capitol, smash windows, assault officers, smear filth on walls, threaten elected officials, and somehow, they're not being deported. In fact, they're being celebrated, pardoned. Some are now running for Congress. Trump calls them hostages. It's a double standard so blatant it doesn't even bother pretending anymore. They say protesting is a right, unless your skin is too brown, your accent too strong, or your politics too inconvenient. This isn't about security, it's about silencing. Because if democracy can't handle a peaceful protest, maybe it's not as strong as we thought. Like and subscribe as I try to keep up with the Trump administration's chaos.